A time that I exemplified leadership was also last semester in my organizational psychology class. This was a class with many group assignments and projects. The assignments consisted of article readings in which we had to interpret the implications and understand what the findings could mean in terms of generalizing in the real world setting. And the project consisted of hypothetical situations within fictional companies and how to solve these hypothetical issues. And so in this class, we were assigned to three groups, which meant we were dealing with 14, almost 15 people at the same time. So my first step as being the leader was to create a point of contact through an app called GroupMe. It's a very popular messaging app amongst college students to keep in contact with one another and for the same function of working together in a group. So once I got that ball rolling and everybody joined, I made sure to introduce myself and have everybody else introduce themselves to better understand them not only as a person but how we can effectively work together as a group, because I strongly believe that strong interpersonal relationships are imperative to effective group performance. And so I wanted to assure them that this was going to be fun and that we could work together very well, which would be quite motivating to my group. And so over time, I also ease myself into the more technical aspect of being a leader, such as giving friendly reminders about upcoming assignments, and I was able to get the group members into the habit of constant updates and when it came to what they were going to contribute into the Google Slides and the Google documents that I created for the purpose of working together in a collaborative manner online, since we could not do face-to-face interactions given that this was an online course. And so I believe that with this overtime reinforcement of constant updates and being transparent about what their goals were for these projects was assuring to me that they trusted me and my leadership skills. And what I've also noticed that in the three groups that I was in, out of everybody in the group, people were oftentimes coming to me asking this question: what do you want me to do? And so I was put in a situation where my group members saw me as the leader and I needed to step up and figure out how to properly lead my group into success. And so I came up with the idea that because this is an online setting and again we don't get this face-to-face interaction, that instead of assigning particular roles to specific details in the assignments and the projects, that I would create these Google documents and these Google Slides to allow people the freedom to give ideas and contribution of their efforts, and also again to reinforce how they're going to contribute and when. And so I decided to experiment in some way a little bit with that, and what I have noticed in my various groups is that people were very comfortable reaching out to me with particular ideas for given what assignment or what the project was, and after carefully considering and giving them advice on how to properly communicate that this is specifically for the assignments and the projects, I went ahead and gave them the approval, giving my feedback on what I liked about it and what can be changed. And because of the proactivity, the communication that I established, and us overall getting along well, we were able to succeed with every project and assignments, which is reflected by the A's that we achieved in our assignments and our projects. Furthermore, I believe that being in this leadership position taught me a valuable lesson in being patient with people. For example, I would have group members come to me saying that they got busy with school, in regards to their other classes. They had a lot of work to do since this took place over the holidays, and family emergencies and even sickness came up. And so I assured them about my ability to be accommodating, which further enhance the interpersonal relationships that we share, but at the same time let them know that the assignment was coming up, and to make sure that they can contribute as much as they can, or as much as they're able to realistically. And even with the obstacles, we were able to succeed.